Yo, if you're like me, your mornings follow a familiar routine, right? With coffee being essential. Lord knows I need that sweet caffeine to stay up with these babies, okay? So it's the one thing I absolutely need to jumpstart my day every day. I need it to be perfect, so I leveled up my daily coffee routine with Trade. Trade is the #1 U.S. specialty coffee marketplace, bringing you fresh coffee from over 50 of the country's top roasters, okay? Take their quiz, and in under a minute, they'll match you with your perfect coffee. If that first bag isn't quite right, no problem. Trade will replace it for free until they nail it. And since every bag is roasted to order, you'll taste and smell the difference from your very first cup. Trade's prices are on par with grocery store brands, but the quality is next level. Plus, you're supporting local roasters, so it's a win, like a Vietnamese family, okay? Right now, Trade is exclusively offering our listeners 40% off your first order at drinktrade.com/dudes. That's drinktrade, TRADE.com/dudes for 40% off your first order. drinktrade.com/dudes. Hey, yo, quick shout out to Whole Foods Market, man. You know I'm all about eating fresh and finding quality ingredients, and that's exactly what Whole Foods delivered. I got a family, so I'm trying not to feed them all types of junk. That's why I F with Whole Foods, man. Look, they got everything. They're all about sustainability and supporting local farmers, which I love. Next time you're grocery shopping, check them out. You'll taste the difference, okay? Or kick off your party with a welcoming tablescape featuring fresh, gorgeous tulips, a pour of Prosecco, Rosé, or Sauvignon Blanc, and a platter filled with luscious cheeses and a robust charcuterie. You must be 21 plus, so please drink responsibly, man. Look, so make Whole Foods Market your destination for all spring gatherings. Dudes behind the foods. Yo, it's the dudes behind the foods. Dudes behind the foods. Yeah, it's the dudes behind the foods. That's actually really fucking good. First of all, you're late.
No, first of all, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys don't know that reference?
He's not talking about you.
Yeah.
Thug life.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
I'll tell you this, man. I had a fantastic meal last night with Chef Debbie Lee. Do you know who she is?
Yeah, she makes the little hostess cupcakes.
No. No. You stupid idiot.
Oh, Sarah Lee. That's
Yeah, Sarah Lee. Chef Debbie Lee was the first probably Asian Food Network star and Korean Food Network star. She did this thing called Soul to Soul.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
So she came over to the garden area. We did like a little cooking thing.
Well, damn.
So buddy Robyn, who I do the gardening stuff with, his really close friend from high school was his prom date. They're still friends now. She's Thai.
Oh, Sawadi, my sister.
Yeah, Sawadis.
Sawadi.
Yeah, she made the what do you call the skewers? The chicken skewers?
Satay.
Satay. So fucking good.
Satay.
Satay. And then she did the crying tigers, the salad beef.
the beef?
Oh, so fucking good with all of our garden stuff and our mint.
So
and
good.
She can cook up a storm, and she's so particular about her Thai food. She kind of reminds me of your mom in that kind of way.
The face.
Yeah, that's like we'll mention like restaurants that we like in Hollywood or where. She goes, I'm like, oh my god, it's your mom, dude.
Bro, my mom did that to me. I'm so particular with my Thai food now, where I'm like, I try to give shit a chance. And like, I'm like, curry's too sweet. That soup's not hitting like it should.
This is her.
Yeah.
But then I say she could talk that shit because her food is hella good too. But I'm like, oh my god. Like her satay sauce was fucking crazy good.
Oh, the peanut sauce?
Oh, so fucking good.
Yeah, bruh.
And then Chef Debbie Lee made her grandma's recipe of her Korean mandus. And it was like North Korean style. So it's all meat.
Ooh.
So fucking good, dude.
What's a mandu? I've never had that before.
It's the Korean dumpling.
Oh, y'all make dumplings too?
Yeah, so we call all of our dumplings mandus, right? It's just the application of how it's made changes. So jin mandu, kun mandu, that type of stuff. So very delicious, super fantastic. I love it so much.
It's the best dumpling you've ever had in your life.
I love dumplings.
I've been eating so much, dog. I've been going hard on the carbs for no reason, bro. Just been fucking hungry and shit. My boy, my trainer, Justin, his mom cooked up.
Oh, I thought he was like, fuck you. Fuck you, guy. I've been working with you for months.
He's pissed, yeah. No change. No, it's his fault. His mom, he's like, yo, my mom cooked up a bunch of Filipino spaghetti. I'm going to bring you some. I was like, oh, shit. All right,
Carb
cool.
up. Bow.
Yeah. He bought me some Filipino spaghetti. And he brought me some fucking just like some like Filipino style barbecue pork and rice. So it was like fire delicioso. Because, you know, honestly, I'm going to be real here. First time I had Filipino spaghetti from Jollibee, I wasn't feeling it. It was a little too, I don't know, I wasn't really feeling it. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
Jollibee's Filipino spaghetti sucks ass.
I didn't know if Filipino people fucked with Jollibee spaghetti or not. For me, it wasn't my favorite. But then his mom's was great.
Banana ketchup, baby, is sweet.
I know you love that ketchup. You ketchup boy.
So my mom used to make spaghetti with a shit ton of ketchup when I was a kid. That's just, she would get the ragu, like the pre-bottled sauce, and she would mix it with ketchup. And then she would put ground beef or hot dogs in there. I don't know if she learned it from a Filipino person or not, but
Sounds very Filipino.
yeah, that's how she would just make it. And so when I had Filipino spaghetti, I'm like, this is my mom's spaghetti.
You know what's interesting? Speaking of my Thai mom and her, you know, her just like pickiness with her Thai food and ketchup. My mom also loves ketchup, where she had me as a kid, and I still do this on occasion. I eat my pizza with ketchup sometimes.
Oh.
Like, sometimes I'll just take
Some Italian person just fucking had a heart attack right now.
like nice piece of cold pizza, a little bit of ketchup. And peep game. I actually just salivated right now because it's taking me back, brother. And also, I'll get a fucking, you know, when I take my bougie steak home as a leftover, next day, nuke that motherfucker for 30 seconds. A little ketchup on the side, not
Damn,
gonna
you
lie.
trying to piss everybody off
I'm not
today.
gonna lie, bro.
You trying to piss everybody
But
off.
look, I don't, in the restaurant, I'm like, nah, no sauce, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Give it to me the way it's supposed to be. But the next day, brother, a little bit of microwave, a little bit of ketchup.
Oh, by the way, I didn't know that some people didn't know this because I said on the podcast that Italian people freak out when you put garlic in everything. And somebody wrote just like, what Italian does that? It's like, there's no Italians that freak out when you put garlic in everything. Italians love garlic. I was like, you sound like an Italian American. Like, Italian people, because they're so regional with their food, they're like, you don't fucking put garlic in that and that in every like every Italian dish. It is like a regional thing. So fuck you. You don't know shit. Suck my dick. Just because you had it that way your whole life. Like, I'm talking about like Italian chefs.
Suck my dick.
Yeah, suck my dick, Capotanza.
Suck my dick through your nostrils.
Alla parte che footi. I don't even know. That's not even words.
I fuck you in the booty.
I fuck you in the booty, your mama.
Speaking of sucking dicks and shit, you said you've been masturbating furiously before cameras came on.
Sometimes, dude, you know you're still young when your morning wood just keeps popping up. And this morning I was like, you're annoying me, gotta get rid of you. You're annoying me, get the fuck out of here. I got a podcast to do, and this boner won't go away.
You know, I'm not a big morning masturbator though.
Oh, well, guess you're a quitter. Go ahead.
I'll save, even when I got like a crazy one in the morning, I'm like, I'm gonna save this energy for later.
Dude, you're a masturbating connoisseur. I just, if it's there, I gotta get rid of it. I'm like, go away.
No, I feel you sometimes when it's so intense and you just gotta get rid of it. No, I feel that. I also think my morning erections haven't been as crazy lately because I haven't been getting as much sleep. Like when I get good sleep, them shits are crazy. Yeah, we're the point where I feel like if I go like 3 or 4 days without any type of jizz release and I'm getting good sleep, in my head I'm like, I can kind of count on myself to maybe like have a wet dream, you feel me? Or like mentally even like lucid dream myself into a wet dream. Sometimes I'll purposely be like, yo, oh shit, I lost track of time. I haven't jizzed in 4 days. I think I'm gonna save it for a lucid dream and see if I can fucking jizzception this shit tonight.
Tim masturbates like he drinks wine. Like, he's a curator. Oh, well, I've saved this for 4 days. I'm letting it age. The finish is nice and strong.
A little bit of garden hose.
Ooh, nicely fresh cut grass, dried apricots.
Speaking of wine, we recently linked up with our boy Chef G over at Mr. T again. You're so funny around chef people, right? Because you finally get the chance to really like talk your chef shit.
I know.
And your food shit. But then you also like, you know, like at one point he brought out like they have this like dope like fancy. They call it a Pop-Tart, but it's like like a puff pastry,
Puff
crispy,
pastry,
flaky.
yeah, delicious.
And David knows a lot of technical food terms. I don't. But at one point, I think he brought it out, and you're like, "Oh, you got the puff pastry." And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "I know what puff pastry is too." You don't have to bring up everything you know that's food, dude.
You know, it's so cool. Here's the thing. I don't know fancy food stuff. I was 300 pounds. I ate so much. And you know, when I was doing the food show on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
One of the things this lady said to me, the producer's like, she was like, you know a lot about food. And I was like, I was 300 pounds. She went, oh my God. I was like, oh, all right, chill, dude. She said, oh my God.
She was like, you know a lot about food. God damn.
Yeah. She was like, holy shit. I was like, yo, chill with that. She goes, no, I didn't mean it like that. I was like, no, you did mean it like that. And it's funny. I was like, it's hilarious. I was like, I just ate a lot. I ate so fucking much, and I didn't sleep either. So I probably ate more than most other people who eat that just sleep on a regular basis. So if I let me just tell you this, I calculated everything I ate. Morning one time. So this was MyFitnessPal. I have it in my MyFitnessPal. So I've seen it so much that I know it was like morning. I made ramen, cheese, Spam, crap load of green onions. Bam, ate that. Then I walked over for lunch. This is my breakfast.
This is crazy.
I went to lunch. I go to Cos and Pie. I get the Spam and egg sandwich, right? Then I get maybe, their waffles.
Oh, baby.
That right there, get a coffee. Then I go walk that off. Come back. At the corner of that spot, there's this place called Mama Brick's Pizza.
Oh, Lord.
They have a New York style slice.
Fire.
I will get a slice over there. This is just, by the way, it's like 1 p.m. at this point.
That's actually crazy.
Yes. And then nighttime.
Yeah.
Korean barbecue, all you can eat.
Damn.
Eat that shit. Then it's like, then you go drink with the homies in K-Town. Then guess what? Now it's 2 a.m. What am I eating? Tacos.
Dang.
Avenue 26, I get like 6 or 7 tacos and I eat that shit. And this is after alcohol. So like in a day, I don't know how, I forgot what the number is. I'll look it up later, but it was like 4,000 calories.
How you do that?
I don't know. You're 300 pounds, bro.
What the fuck?
I can eat a lot. So you like when big people are like, I don't eat much. I was like, impossible. I was fatter than you.
Well, maybe they have a glandular situation.
Yeah.
Maybe
You
their
know what the glandular
maybe their pituitary is overactive.
filled with butter.
Filled with butter. Maybe it's just fucking blended up spam in their pituitary, okay?
Let me tell you something. When you eat like that, it's fun though. You just be eating, just traveling and eating new places all the time. I got hooked up at a lot of spots, not because of my following.
Yeah.
I just took me as the fat guy that would always eat there. And they would hook me up with food all the time. I'm like, oh, it's like, I'll post for you and stuff. It's like, who are you? I was like, oh, you just know me as the guy that eats here all the time.
You know that guy that comes in and cries every time he takes a bite out of happiness? I love feeding that little fatty boy.
That's basically what it is, though. They would see me so often, like Avenue 26 Tacos. They didn't know I had a following.
Oh, shit.
And they just like would hook me up with extra tacos every time I go there. And then when I did a video for them, poof, blew up. And then I was like, oh shit. He goes, I didn't know you were like, had a following.
They're like, yo, you got that meat that's about to expire? The fucking Chinito Gordo's back. Let's fucking give him the extra
Just
tacos.
open his mouth and throw it in there. I don't give a fuck. But delicious. I loved eating that much. And that's the only reason why I know a lot about food, because I got to get to connect to all these chefs.
Yeah.
And they opened up my fucking third eye, dude.
Man.
They're like, this goes with this. Try this and this out.
You know what? Sometimes I try to remember that, like, when I get a little annoyed that Veda's such a picky eater. And then I'll think like, you don't want to try this, you don't want to try that. But then I remember like, you know what? I didn't even really start trying the real Thai food until my family took over the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I was like 10. So like before I was 10, yeah, I would eat what my mom was cooking, but I wasn't eating like grapao and like, fucking like.
Oh, were you eating white people Thai food?
Well, you know what? Yeah, she was making, my mom would make the occasional Thai thing, but I didn't, but I remember specifically being at the restaurant and being like, what is that? What is that? I remember one time, I didn't know what it was called. I had to draw my dad a picture of grapao because I didn't know what to call it and I wanted to try it because I'd seen people eating it at the restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see that drawing so bad.
Oh, it's like, it was like the rice and then the ground beef, and then the egg on top. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
shit! It's just
And
like, the fuck is this?
no, well, I mean, I could also draw too.
Oh, yeah.
Some of that was like, oh, good pal. I was like, yeah, let me try that, you know. And then it was other shit I would see people eating. I'm like, can I try this? And that's how I really started to develop my taste for the real Thai shit. And I try to remember like, you know what? When I was Vader's age, yeah, I hated tomatoes, I hated onions, I hated fucking mushrooms. Like, let me not be so judgy with her, you know.
Yeah, also too, I think for us, like we've now been able to eat so many different things, right? I think compared to most, and I started realizing that when you see these comments, like people are very, not majority of people, but there's a good handful that think that they know everything about the dish and it's all wrong. And it's like, oh shit, you actually don't know shit, but you don't know that you don't know shit, right? So they're very like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be.
Right.
This is how. It's like, well, and I just talked about this the other day, with Chef Debbie Lee. It's like, how your mom made food is not how my mom made food.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like Thai food, like when you were talking about all the different regions, and then you'll probably get a comment, that's not how it's done. It's like, well, where's your parents from?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, that's different. Like, I'm not shitting on how your mom made it. Like, that's just how your mom made it.
Bro, perfect example of that, which is why the internet is great, right? It's one of the great things about the internet. It exposes you to so much different shit. Yeah, it might be weird at first, but I think it sparks a lot of curiosity, right? Because I wasn't curious about food until I started watching the Food Network all the time.
Yup.
Yeah, like seeing on shit, like, what is this? I want to try that. I've never even seen this, right? So I saw a video the other day. It was Mexican moms trying Filipino food for the first time. And it was, Filipino breakfast, right? So it was like the longanisa and like the, fried egg with the rice, like some garlic rice or whatever. And this Mexican mom, she took a bite. She was like, oh, this is really good. Oh, this sausage kind of reminds me of chorizo, blah, 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 right? But she was like, and this blew my mind. She was like, never did I think I would be eating a fried egg with rice.
Oh.
And that was crazy to her. But she was like, it's good, but I like it. And I'm like, that's something that's never even crossed her mind ever. But I'm like,
that's like a given to us.
Right. That's like how?
Yeah.
And that was one thing that made me realize, some people are just never exposed to certain things.
Yeah.
So they see it, they're like, this is fucking crazy. But for us, like, this is, how can you not? You know what I'm saying?
That statement kind of blew my mind right now.
Dog, I was,
what do you mean?
I was like, what? But she was like, I like it. I just never thought I would ever be eating fried egg with rice,
I'm like, what do you eat it with?
Yeah.
That's like what's popping up. I was like, wait, what do you eat it with?
I guess, bread on a piece of toast. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like super common to us, man. Oh, that's fucking blowing my... I need to see this video. Like,
Mexicans, I guess. Oh, but throw some fucking chilaquiles, some fucking chips.
Yeah. I never thought of putting fucking fried egg on a tortilla chip. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, see, that's like the beauty of the fucking internet. You get to expose people, and I love those videos, by the way.
They're great.
My favorite videos, too... is the black moms try other black moms' foods.
Because they never like it.
Yo, you want to talk about a group of haters, dude? It makes me laugh so fucking hard because without fail, every video, no matter what, the one that talks the most shit made the worst food. Like, and everybody's like, yo, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
This is one lady who was it was a fried chicken one. And the lady that was the nicest was the one that made the best fried chicken. And she was complimenting everybody minus one person's. And that person was the one that was shitting on everybody.
Really?
And she looked at it, she goes, did you fry this in old fish grease? I was like, damn.
Wow.
Dog.
Not just old grease, but old fish grease. Oh, shit.
And I was busting up laughing. And hers was the worst.
Damn.
It looked terrible. It was somehow like burnt to a crisp. She used like some weird crust on it too. They're like, what is this bullshit? But she was ripping into the other lady's food.
How can you cook soul food when you have a just dark soul, an evil soul?
Wow. Just because she's black, dude?
Well, yeah, speaking of soul, Korea, #1. Have you seen those videos of that girl that cooks all the different types of food for her Korean parents?
Oh, you're talking about crazy Korean cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've watched that lady.
Yeah.
Before she was doing, I've watched her for over probably 8-10 years.
Really?
And so she used to do just cooking recipes where the production wasn't that great. So she didn't get a lot of views, but I actually use her, we call it pet kimchi, which is white kimchi recipe.
Oh, really?
And then I saw her pop up. I hadn't seen her in fucking years. And then I guess her parents moved from like Korea with her is what I'm assuming. And now she just be cooking up crazy shit, dude.
Yeah, and you know what I appreciate about her shit too? Not one, her parents are always so open, and they always like have such an open mind about like whatever they eat, and they usually like everything. Well, I haven't seen a video where they didn't like anything, but she really researches how she does it. Like she'll cook like, I don't know, something from like Ethiopia or something, and all the comments are always like, yo, from Ethiopians, they're like, that looks legit. You know what I'm saying? Like no one's ever like, it's not supposed to be like that. Everyone's always like, yo, that checks out. You know what I'm saying?
She makes things from scratch, dude.
That's crazy.
I'm like, that shit must have taken you all fucking day. And I get it, like she's doing it for content and food, but even if it's for content, the amount of dedication, first of all, to cook like that and shoot like that is hella work, dude. When I see her videos, I'm like, you must be fucking exhausted.
Content, brother. You know what I'm saying?
But she did, she did West African food for an episode. So she was doing, her parents tried fufu for the first time.
I think that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, what, okay.
It looks so good.
Yeah. And I know the difference. I know. East African, my wife is Eritrean, all right? So I know the difference between East and West African. I was just saying. I'm gonna pee. I'll be right back. Let's take a break.
Dudes Behind the Foods listeners, this podcast is brought to you by Trade. You guys already know everybody loves to start their morning with a fantastic cup of Joe. And listen, I always thought treating myself meant spending more, but when it comes to coffee, I've considered treating myself to be a $7 cup from my local coffee shop. With Trade, I can enjoy high quality, amazing tasting coffee delivered right to my door at grocery store prices. That is crazy. And if you didn't know, Trade is the #1 U.S. specialty coffee marketplace, bringing you fresh coffee from over 50 of the country's top roasters. And since every bag is roasted to order, you'll taste and smell the difference from your very first cup. And that is super important. Remember, if it's not freshly roasted and delivered right to you, coffee, the flavor does degrade once it's exposed to light, oxygen, and all this other stuff. So the fact that they roast it and deliver it right to you is amazing. So right now, Trade is exclusively offering our listeners 40% off your first order at drinktrade.com/dudes. That's drinktrade, TRADE.com/dudes for 40% off your first order, drinktrade.com/dudes.
Well, speaking of food, this is Dudes Behind the Foods. And I brought some food.
Wow. Dudes Behind the Foods.
I actually had a hankering for some kapow, actually, so.
Who says hankering, dude?
I say hankering, you fucking bitch.
That was not an appropriate response for what I said. That is not.
Question me?
That is not on equal grounds at all. That was excessive.
Wait, like, ask me again. Ask me.
Who says hankering?
I say hankering, you fat fuck.
That is not equal at all, dude. Hey, man, you got a little something on your shirt. Yeah, fuck you, idiot. You got something on your whole face. You were born ugly. Like, oh, shit.
I bought some kapow from a place. I just looked up a place that was nearby because I was in the mood.
No, fuck you.
This is from, I think it's called Thai Kitchen, or maybe I'm making that up. I don't know. But, Robyn, can we get a couple plates if you have a chance?
Yeah, I actually think I have some stashed in.
Yeah, you stupid bitch.
Oh my God, they're right there. Thank you. I could have got those. Thank you. That's great. Thank you so much. Oh yeah. Thank you.
Plates and napkins.
Thank you.
I know, there you go. There you go. That was hot.
So yeah. But as I was looking at the menu, this place also has lab wings.
What?
Yeah, I've never seen no shit like that.
So I've seen, there's a chicken wing spot out in Smorgasburg that I think does something similar to this, and I thought it was genius.
Yeah, dude, that's so smart. Because, I mean, look, like Thai flavors really kind of lend themselves to shit like this. Wings, fucking, I don't know, Tacos.
Let the people know what lap is.
Lap is like, it comes from the Isan style of Thailand, part of Thailand, where it's like everything's very like fresh, very herby, and basically they'll take either like, usually ground chicken is like the go-to, ground chicken, lime, onions. It's like a salad, but you make a little wrap out of it.
Very fresh.
Jill, fucking delicious. When I was like trying to lose weight and stuff.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's like so good. And here, I'll let you grab your wing.
Wow. I'm just traveling to Thailand so often, though I've never been.
Oh man, let me know when you want to go to Thailand, dog.
I can't wait, dude. I'm gonna be the tallest person there.
Maybe. Let's have this wing. Actually, my uncle on my mom's side, he was like, I think he was damn near like, how tall are you?
I'm 6 feet.
He might have been 6 feet.
Yeah.
My mom's brother was pretty tall.
I'm like almost 6'1", but because I'm not there, I refuse to call myself 6'1". I'm 6 feet.
I would have liked this better if it was crispy. I feel like I don't know if that was because we Uber Eats it.
Probably because we Uber Eats it.
The flavor is good.
Flavor's good. I think it's a lot more mild than I was expecting. Because like lap, it's like. But
And
I see what they're doing here.
I hit the medium setting. Not even mild. It's medium.
I see what they're doing. The flavor's there though. I think it's still good.
Yeah, it is so good. Oh. I was expecting a little crunch. But maybe that's because it's a steamy box, you know?
But yeah, still good though. I'm not just saying that it's good.
I will eat more of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
you gotta go Thai food. I mean, you gotta go Thailand. It's the best.
I want to go see a Muay Thai fight, and I want to get picked out in the crowd to fight somebody, and I want to get knocked out.
I want to go to a ping pong show, and I want to get picked out of the crowd, and I want them to shoot a ping pong into my mouth.
You know what's so crazy? Like when people make jokes about that shit's real.
Uh-huh.
It's like real. Like a buddy of mine, she's half Thai from Sacramento, and when she went to Thailand, she told me about that shit. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
You
She's
never
like,
heard of it before?
That was the first time I heard of it. It was like in high school, and people make jokes about that shit. That you throw a ping pong out your pussy. That shit is real. It legit happens over there.
And they said they'll get like, I think I heard one story where like, they'll give you like a paddle or some shit and they'll shoot the ping pongs at you and you try to hit them back.
Okay, now you're being ridiculous.
Rihanna had crazy stories,
Hold on a
bro.
second. What'd you say? You don't say something like that casually.
No, because I'm about to move on to some crazier shit, dog.
Catch.
Yo, bro, Rihanna said she went to a ping pong show and a woman pulled a whole fucking like little bird out of her pussy and it like it flew around the room or shit.
So that's so fucking crazy. I heard the same story from somebody where they were talking about they went on a tour. It was a tour guide.
Okay.
And they did the ping pong show thing. And the finale was a lady who took a bird out of her pussy.
Yes.
And then he was like, I'm done. He was like, I can't watch this. Like, he was completely over it. And one of the tour guide people were like, no videos. And then somebody tried to record a video. Dude, they got chewed the fuck out.
Yeah, bro. Listen to the rules.
Yeah, because, it's animal cruelty.
And everyone on the tour was like, what then?
Had it.
Wyatt.
Why? Bird dear.
But
I like how the way they're saying it becomes more and more stupid. Boyd?
hanging.
Not even a word at all.
I'm about to bust this yolk open.
Hanging.
Hanging.
Hanging. Boyd.
So yeah, bro. If y'all don't know, that's from 2 episodes ago. It's probably one of our favorite moments of all time.
Oh, my whole life.
It's so good.
It's just stupid.
There we go. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm just hungry and I was craving this. So
I'm still full from yesterday, but I'm like, you know what? Me running 5 miles today, so go get it.
yeah, I've been going kind of hard lately, just eating. I need to get my.
Sometimes,
shit in
man, it's
check.
just okay to indulge on stuff. You know what I mean?
life,
It's life. It's what it is. I don't ever punish myself.
I That's good.
But I did lose a little more weight than I expected, so I'm like, I could gain back a couple. I'm
Got
okay.
a little wiggle room.
Yeah, so I'm like, I could gain back a little. Who cares?
And does Mariel love your new sexy body?
The body's not sexy. I just lost weight, so I didn't. I mean, definitely my belly's gone.
Yeah,
But I still have like flab and a little. I just have to weight train now, and then I have to do the workout part, which I was doing, but it was just maintenance. And if I want to strengthen these legs and everything else, I gotta actually like kind of do a program,
Lame.
which is starting this week.
Or does she miss your tummy? And she's like, where's your tummy? I miss it.
No, she's like, dude, you look way better now. My wife don't give a she's not gonna fucking entertain that. She goes, no, you look way better. She goes, you know I was with you when you were just like hideous? Well, don't do that. Yikes. See, we met up one of Mariel's friends' moms. And then she was like, wow. She's like, you're so good looking now. And I looked at her, I was like, I was ugly before? She goes, of course. I was like, damn. Can you, old Asian people, they don't give a fuck.
She's like, duh, idiot.
Yeah, duh, yuck. I threw up when I first met you.
Oh, man. It's crazy. I have all this carload of like baby toys for you, of like baby things. And I'm like, and I was driving, and I was like, man, this fool David is a whole dad now. That's crazy, bro.
I've been wanting to be a dad for so long. Now that it finally became a dad, it's even better than I thought it was going to be. I fucking love it.
Don't you love it?
I fucking love being a dad, man. Like, if you want to be a parent out there, it's pretty awesome. If you don't want it, it's going to be hard on you.
I had a moment last night where I actually, and this is gonna sound like, I don't know, depending on who you are as a person, it's gonna sound either corny or it's like so heartwarming. But I was looking at, I had taken some pictures of Veda and Q sitting at this little table because we brought him some balloons and like got him a little donut with a candle for his birthday a couple days ago. And they were just sitting at the table, like they were watching a movie, but at one point they were kind of like, Veda was like, poking Q, and they're just kind of like giggling together, looking at each other, chilling at the table. And I was like, I'm just like taking it all in.
Gay!
yeah, right. And I was like, I was like feeling like my heart was feeling like full, And she was chilling in bed. I was like, hey, you know what? Hey, thanks for wanting to like have more than one kid.
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, and she was like, well, I didn't have to like convince you though. You were down. I was like, yeah, I'm down, but me.
But you did that.
But you made me want to, because if it was just me, I would have been down to just have Veda,
Yeah.
And the fact that Chia really wanted a squad, I was like, okay, cool, let's do it, right? And then, because I didn't grow up with any siblings, so I don't know that experience. But when I was looking at them, when I see them play together and like running around and shit, and I see the role that Veda has taken as an older sister and how nurturing she is to him, and when I see how much like he like looks up to her and wants to do stuff that she does, I'm like, oh, this is nice,
Gay as fuck.
Super gay, I know.
But I do know what you mean, because we were hanging out with Mariel's cousins, and they have 2 kids, and I've seen this since they were little babies. And, to the point where the little girl, and whenever she saw me, she wanted me to pick her up, right? Pick her up. I hadn't seen her in like a year. See her, she's grown. I can't pick her up anymore. Like, I can, and she would probably let me, but it's like, it's weird now. You're grown, and now you got little boobies on you. I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's like, she's becoming a woman now. And that shit made me a little sad. I got a little sad.
Yeah.
Only because, like, time goes by fast, and you see it incrementally, in, especially in children. That's where you get to see time really pass by, even more so than your parents, because in your head, your parents are locked at a certain age.
Yeah.
And for some reason, you can't see their age until you see videos or pictures.
Yeah.
And just watching them together play with each other, he's like fucking around with her, like the older brother. I'm like, damn, I think I want another one, dude.
Bro. And everyone tells you it goes by so fast, shit like that. But it's a trip, dog, because 2 to 3 is so fun, because it's where you see the most change, where it's like, whoa. Now that Q's 2, he repeats so much, and he's very aware of things, and he's like putting sentences. I mean, you were kicking it with Q the other day.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
Oh, man.
Like, Q is like stupid cute. Like, he's very extroverted.
Yeah.
Right? Because he doesn't really know me as Uncle David yet.
Yeah.
Right? Because I haven't been around him, because I had my own kid. But he's just like, extroverted as fuck. Loves talking to people.
More so than Veda was. Veda was always a little like, kind of weird around people, kind of skittish. But Q's all about it.
Shares all of his dinosaur stuff.
Yeah, man.
He's like, T-Rex? I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
He's just a sweet boy, right? Sweet, smart boy. And it's like it's so much starts to change between 2 and 3, but now that Veda's like locked in, she's always been super fucking intelligent and well-spoken. And now where I look, I'm like, I know she's like a grown woman now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's crazy. Even looking at the shape of her head, I'm like, bro, your head is long now. You don't have a little round baby face anymore. And it's like, you're proud, but you do get a little like, oh. And that's when it hits when people are like, I think I want more, that to have that little baby stage again.
I had like this like moment a couple days ago where, I joke around, but I am kind of serious. I'm like, damn, I wish you would just stay like this forever because I want you to be here. And then I had a little conversation with myself. I was like, dude, you got to accept that this kid's going to grow or it's going to be hard on you. It's like, it's already getting hard. And I'm like, you just have to accept and appreciate it. So now when I see him do new things, I'm getting excited versus like being sad about, oh, I will never get this first again, which is like kind of the mentality I kept having. And now I'm just like, just accept he's going to get older and then it'll be a lot easier on you. Because if I don't do that, just like his whole life, I'm just going to be like, oh, but remember.
Yeah.
And, it's not worth it.
You're going to be like my mom.
Okay, yeah, all right. Okay, now you're on one today, huh?
And you know what's funny, dude? It's like, I was going to say, my mom, she'll always kind of tell the same stories of when I was a baby, And I'm always like, yeah, I know, I've heard this story. But it's crazy how early that sets in the vibe of like, okay, I get it. Because Veda, hey, mama, all right, don't forget, hey, don't, careful with your hair. Your hair's long, okay? Don't get it in your potty. You might get like, I don't want you to get pee on it. She's like, I know that already. Like, okay, then do it then. If you know it, then fucking do it.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to ask you this. How do you deal with tantrums? Like, how do you deal with that? Not in terms of like, because, we know how we were dealt with tantrums, right? Which obviously I don't think was a good thing.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with it?
I'll tell you this, man. Before having kids, you see videos of a kid having a tantrum, and you run through 10 different ways that you would do it differently than how you see the parent in the video do it. You're like, oh, nah, you would like you get your kid in check. You would like, fucking, I don't know. You would snatch them out of the store or some shit. Stop making a scene, right? But bro, when Veda had her little tantrum stage, it's like, and I don't know how y'all do it, but for me, there was moments where I knew I'm like, nothing I do right now is gonna change what's happening to this child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when they're full out, like one time specifically, I was at the park with Veda and she was probably barely 3. We're at the park, and for some reason, she was giving me so much attitude. I was being so patient. I don't hit my kids. I don't like do nothing physical. She kept walking away, fucking like turning away. No, didn't want me to hold her, didn't want anything. Because she got pissed because I was trying to get her out of the way because she was sitting on these stairs, and the little kid was trying to go up the stairs like, come on, baby, get out the way. I fucking moved her. She got pissed. And then it turned into a full-out tantrum, bro. Screaming, running away from me, trying to run towards like the street. And I'm like, what? There's nothing I could do, but I just scoop her ass up while she's screaming, crying, and there's like literally nothing you can do.
For them, they just have to tantrum.
They're just screaming, you know what I'm saying? And no matter what you do, yeah, I could tell her, yeah, fuck it, like, I don't know, what am I gonna do? Like, stop.
Yeah.
We yell at her to stop. Yelling at her is not gonna do shit. It didn't do shit. I don't know. And I just, really all I could do is I took her to the car, just like try to calm her down. Like, hey, just calm down. She just cried. She fucking like, and I just had to take her home, And I was like, all right, we're going home, man. There's nothing I could do. And it was a tough little phase.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I told myself I would handle it way differently. And then when I was in it, I was like, I don't feel like she's feeling so much emotions right now. Big feelings, as they say. Big feelings. As a little 3-year-old, and they don't know how to express themselves. And I always try to remind myself of that. Like, she's feeling all this shit. She don't know how to talk. So it's like she just all she knows how to do is cry. So I'm like, all right, man, let her cry,
Yeah. Because like when there's one of the things that probably I would say like half of the reason why I don't post my kid is that I don't like external parenting advice.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's a lie. Yeah.
And I just really dislike it. Only because I don't do it to other people, right? Like, I have my opinions, but I keep it to myself.
Right.
Because I don't know what they're going through on the daily.
Right.
I don't know if they've tried this and that, right? Because you're not seeing everything, right? Because even like, you know, a couple of my friends were like, this is before we had a kid, and they were just like, what do you think I should do differently? And I literally looked at them. I don't know. I don't have a kid.
Yeah.
I was like, I could tell you what my opinions are. I don't have a kid, though. Second of all, I don't know what you guys do in your household. We just kick it and I see the kid. So this is like, if I say something, right, it's baseless. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know you guys are frustrated, but you got to ask parents who have kids, right? So don't ask me. You go ask them, because they have like 2 kids, 3 kids, or a kid. They're probably going to give you more experience. That not even probably, they will give you stuff from their experience that they've seen and actually been through. I'm gonna tell you stuff that I think is right.
Yeah.
So go talk to them instead, right? But like sometimes with these comment sessions, and I say this to other parents too, who like, they put their kids' stuff out and they go like, shut the fuck up. I was like, well, you made the choice to put it out.
Yeah.
So you got to deal with it. You know what I mean? You didn't have to do that, right? But if you did do it and you enjoyed it, just know that that's going to come in.
For sure.
Especially from the kid with like 6 nose rings and a butt plug streaming all day. They want to tell you how to be a parent when they've never fucking kissed anybody in their life. You know? So.
And, you know, we're hyper aware of it too. Like sometimes I'll take a little video of like Veda being cute in the back and Chia will be like, wait a second. In that video, her safety harness isn't high enough. I don't feel like dealing with people giving a shit about that. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, she's like, don't post it. I'm like, oh, all right, fix the little harness. And then we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Dudes Behind the Foods listeners, this podcast is brought to you by, yes, none other than Whole Foods Market. Hey everyone, quick shout out to the Whole Foods Market. You know I'm all about eating fresh and finding quality ingredients, and that's exactly what Whole Foods delivers. Whether you're grabbing organic produce, high quality meats, or just a quick healthy snack, they've got you covered. Plus, they're all about sustainability and supporting local farmers, which I love. Next time you're grocery shopping, check them out. You'll taste the difference. Yes, spring forward flavors are around at Whole Foods Market, including lighter fare such as halibut, seasonal veggies like asparagus and artichokes, and easy salad kits to help complete your spread. And understand something, people, you guys know I have been into regenerative farming and I love produce. Summer, spring produce is the best. Summer is just around the corner too, right after spring. And you already know, we're talking about squash. We're talking about tomatoes, my friends. We're talking about eggplants, certain annuals like basil is going to be popping during the summer. And yes, when you buy seasonal fruits and vegetables, they taste that much better. And why not get it at Whole Foods? So make Whole Foods Market your destination for all spring gatherings.
So yeah, man, you know, I just, for me, it was like, and luckily, you know, it is just a phase. That terrible 2 shit, it's real, you know? And it's not like, you know, it's just all of a sudden, these babies, their brains are developing so fast and they all of a sudden get hit with emotions and feelings and thoughts that they don't know how to process and deal with. So they're just tantrums, you know?
And like, what I'm starting to realize too is that I wonder if you're a parent out there and you see these type of parents, it's like the ones that over-intellectualize everything, where they see so many TikToks from therapists and everything else. They try to apply everything, and then their kid ends up the worst kid ever. It's like, well, you can't guarantee everything. You can only do your best, right? And sometimes when they're like, oh, I've read, fuck what you've read. You've never been a parent.
Yeah.
It's different. Like, you're forgetting about the human factor of things too. Like, parents can't be perfect either, right? There's days that we have bad days. There's days where it's fucking rough. And so, yeah, I'm not going to do the textbook thing. And I'm going to feel guilty too. I don't need you to make me feel bad about it, you know? So it's like, sometimes when I see like people shit on parents and what they do, it's like, just wait till you have a fucking kid, dude.
Yeah, man. Like I said, you know, you tell yourself you would do things this way and that way. How could this person do that? And then when you're in it, you're in it. You feel me?
Yeah, and we're not even talking about like, there's a video of somebody throwing their kid in the middle of the street. Yeah, of course that's wrong. You know, we're talking about like preference.
Yeah, and I didn't know someone was recording me when I did that, okay?
Yeah, all right. Now we thought Beta said she wanted to fly, and so we tested it out.
Yeah, bro. You know. But I'll tell you this though. Q's terrible twos are hitting kind of crazy.
Really?
Hitting a little crazier than betas, right? Because, you know, you play with Q, like you said, he's fucking the sweetest little boy. But all of a sudden, man, he just turned 2. And like there was a moment like last month where Chia was just like, Q, what has gotten into you lately? Where he just like, nothing will make him happy. He fucking gets upset. He's throwing shit. And it's like, no matter what you say, you know, yeah, we can kind of calm him down with like, I don't know. And I'm also I'm trying not to also be like, oh man, you want a cookie every time, you know? Even though I know he'll love it.
Cookie?
But you know, it's like everything every day is a new learning process, you know?
And like the other day I was like trying to rock the baby to sleep. And he just ate. I gave him we upped his ounceage in his bottle and everything like
Yeah.
that.
You want some Thai iced tea?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so.
30 minutes, he's screaming his head off. He wouldn't go to sleep, and it's usually his bedtime. I was getting pissed, right? Because he's screaming his head off. I'm trying everything.
Yeah.
And then it finally hits me like half an hour later. I'm like, I bet you this little fat fuck is hungry, even though he just ate. But like the finger test in the mouth, he's like, I'm like, oh my God, he's hungry again.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt so bad because I was getting frustrated. I'm like, he was hungry for half an hour. I didn't even feed him.
Oh, bro. Speaking of feeling bad, let me tell you, this literally happened last night. Hold on.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Give it to us.
Gonna have a little.
Here we go.
Thank you for that. I'm okay now. I'm okay now. I thought you were gonna do ASMR stuff, and it's not the.
No, here we go.
Okay. Okay. Reality versus expectations. That's expectations. This is reality.
Well, back to speaking.
Yeah, put it. Yeah, you like it in your face. You like you.
I'm coming.
Coming. Hey, open your mouth. Hey, take it like you love it.
Wait, slow down.
I haven't come in 4 days. Come on. It's going to be a river of ejaculate. Now I understand what the people of Pompeii were like.
Terrible man.
I'm not a pivot. I just want to get the turbo man. Yeah, shout out to Arnold Schwarzenegger, man.
Oh man.
Oh.
Okay, so speaking of my adorable child, the other night, so Q, like I said, Q understands so many things now. So what we started doing, Chia started it first, is like when we're putting him down for his nap and for bed and shit, we'll do like a little, I love you, good night. And he'll do, I love you, good night. Like he'll say it back, right? But, I'm getting over like this little cough, so I didn't want to like breathe in his face. So I was putting him down, and this was last night. I walked him around the room, turned the lights off, and then I was gonna quietly just kind of lay him into his crib, right? Laid him down, didn't say shit, because I didn't want to breathe in his face. And literally I was halfway through walking out and I heard, good night. I was like, oh, buddy, good night. Love you. I was like, okay. Close the door. I was like, and in my head, I told Chia that thinking like, oh, what a cute moment. But then she was like, oh, how sad. He wanted you to say good night and you didn't say shit to him. He was waiting for you.
He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. He's like, hello.
Oh. Look, and that's going to be a core memory of his. Daddy doesn't love me.
Oh, bro. Speaking of, welcome back to Dad's Behind the Foods. Just wait till school drop-offs, dog. Sad school drop-offs.
Crying. I'm not gonna be ready for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to drop him off and be like, hey man up. I'm gonna go in my car and I'm gonna cry.
Dog, it's sad. It's sad every time. And sometimes Chia's like, do you want me to do drop off? Because she knows I get sad when like Veda cries and shit. And sometimes Veda's fine. She'll like, all right, bye dad, see you later, right? But then today, yeah, peace out, motherfucker. But today, even like, I don't know what it was, man. She get, I think Mondays are a little harder after she spends the whole weekend with us and we're playing and shit like that. And then gotta drop her off. And she gets very clingy. Like I'll walk out like 3 times, and they'll say like the best way to just cut and dry, walk out, don't even turn around. But nah, I want to like turn around. Give her, I love you, baby, blah blah blah. Turn around to see her fucking little, little crying face.
What if she's just acting? And she goes back in. She goes, wow, très magnifique.
Yeah. Turns around, got him, guys.
Got him, guys.
Got him, boys.
Bet you my daddy's crying like a pussy.
Just trying to soak it in before she actually hits the stage of her life where she's like, ugh, dad, okay. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
She's super California shit. Dad, are you fucking camera?
Dad, why'd you take the 45? Why'd you take the 405 today, Dad?
Dad, you're spilling on my fucking eye. Oh my God.
I should have went down La Cienega.
Dad, don't fucking restrict my freedoms.
Oh my God. Dad, give me back my phone. My Snapchat.
We're making it way worse than it actually is. Instagram.
I don't even know what you're saying.
I said Instagram and Facebook.
Oh.
She starts turning into Daya Sabanica. Yeah, you're not gonna like that. My other friend, her stepdaughter is going through her little hoe phase, but she's like 15, and the dad, old school, ain't having that shit.
What's a hoe face for a 15-year-old? Just going on lots of dates?
Oh, just lying about the guys that she's hanging it, late at night, wearing G-strings and thongs at 15.
They just don't want to have panty lines exposed, bro.
And then, oh no, this is like jeans, and you hike up the G-string so the
Oh,
boys
yeah,
can
that's
see.
back now.
And so she was like, I guess like the dad was like, hell no, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then she's like, hey, like the stepmom's like, oh, being like sexy and attractive is fine, right? Yeah. She's like, but there's ways to do it. It's like, you ain't got to show everything up front,
yeah.
And then her response was like, Dad, I could be doing worse. I could be having sex and doing coke right now like my other friends. And the first thing I thought was, first of all, you're a snitch. Second of all, that's the dumbest thing you could say to your dad. Now he's going to flip out even more. And of course, what did dad? He's like, wait, your friends do coke?
Yeah.
She's like, fuck. It's like, you're dumb. Why would you say that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you could say.
She could have said like, the other girls in school that I don't hang out with.
You didn't have to say my friends. Yeah, dumb.
Damn, son.
Ugh, they're at and then
What the fuck? 15-year-olds are doing coke?
That's what I'm saying. But look, you in a richer white area.
Yeah,
it's different.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Whew.
Different stuff, guys.
Wild. Okay, maybe I should take Veda out of this private school. And put her where they can't afford coke, and just smoke on the marijuanas like regular kids.
Regular, hand down. Like that, different voice now. Hand down.
Like Don, Percocets.
Don, why don't you just like fucking chow?
Don, all my other friends are doing Molly.
She just melts into a bottle. Not on my house.
Why can't we just watch movies? Why not?
And all of a sudden, hold on.
Oh, you're watching it? Why not?
You're just like your mom. Why now?
Why
Okay, guys.
Well, guys.
That wraps up this episode of Veda being a fool.
Thanks for watching.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Yo, it's the dudes behind the food.